Hello, Shimmy here at O'Reilly's. I've come to look at a Mark 7 Ford Transit diesel. Right, we're inside the vehicle. Let's start it up. I haven't looked at it at all yet. So he's got a cog light on and an engine management light. Now the cog light is usually something to do with the injection system or the timing, I believe. So let's get the diagnostic system on. At least the OBD port's working. A lot of these transits, the OBD port doesn't work, and then you got to spend some time fixing that first. Does it have the Blaupunk navigation screen? No. So I need to sort out the network. Right, we have sorted out the connection. We're back on. Let's go back. Log in. We are looking for the PCM. Without air conditioning. Yes, it's going to have an EGR valve. Manual. Yes, it's got power steering. Okay, so we have glow plug. No, sorry, we don't have glow plugs. We have particle filter restriction, soot accumulation, P2463, and the P246C. Force limited power. So he has a AA report. Now AA has been out, and there was also these codes, but he also had glow plugs as well. Now he has called me out just to do the DPF, which is what he was advised to do, but I just had a look at his report and he has got glow plugs on the old report, so obviously they've been cleared. So we'll just go into the live data and we are looking for the differential. I've already just clicked him there. Yes, go in. So we have the particle filter soot percentage. That is a calculation, of course, just on the takes that calculation according to the pressure. So let's change that to HPA. 50 on idle, quite high. That's where we'd expect to see it on full revs. So the pressure seems to be quite high. Let's accelerate it up. Around about 3000. We have 260. Let that screen clear up. Have around 260, 270 of pressure. So we'd like to get that down to around about 50 to 60 on these sort of revs, and on idle around about 5 or 6. So we've got 55 on idle. As the vehicle warms up, what happens is the pressure increases. So the vehicle's cold. As I warm this vehicle up, that pressure is going to increase, because when the exhaust gets hot, the soot softens up and then causes more of a restriction. So let's go into special functions, and I'll do one of my this is my own little test that I do on the vaporizers. Fuel system vaporizer prime. Yes. Never mind that. We're just going to press OK. Turn on the ignition. Now the engine is already running. I'm going to prime that up while the engine's running, and I'm going to give it some accelerations. Leave it run for 20 seconds or so first, and then we'll give it some accelerations and see if we're getting any smoke come out of the exhaust. So if the vaporizer is working, we should see some sort of misting of smoke and a smell of fuel coming out of the exhaust. If we don't see any smoke, we know that the vaporizer is not working. Now this is just one of the tests it can do. Of course, I will do another test on it, which is putting a mighty vac onto the fuel line of the vaporizer and see if we're building up any pressure. Okay, so there's no smoke coming from the exhaust, and if we accelerate it, that is full revs. So there is no smoke and there is no poke. Okay, so I just deleted the codes for the particle filter there, and we can see now we have the glow plugs fault back for cylinder 4. So the van is going to need glow plugs. Okay, what I've done so far is disconnect the fuel line from the vaporizer. Now I've connected it up to my Medivac here, and we're just going to test the pressure on it. And we've drained out the fuel that is in the line. So you can see there that's completely block solid. And we're even going up further. The more we pump it, it just goes all the way up. Now that gauge shouldn't move no matter how much you pump it if it's not blocked. So these are one of my least favourite vaporizers to try and get out, because it is all the way up there. So I've got to get the heat on it because it's not opening. Sorry, trying to get a camera angle. Right, we've got the vaporizer down here. It's not disconnected from the van, it's still on, but we're going to put the gas burner on it. Now we're going to keep the burner on there until the pressure stops building up on here. So we're almost there, just got a slight bit of movement now. Now we can hear the vaporizer fuel pump there working, and we've just primed up the vaporizer fuel pump. So you can see the fuel is dripping from it there and it's smoking. So that's exactly how it should flow there. Okay, while that vaporizer is cooling down, I'm going to start cleaning the DPF. And we're going to use these items here. This is a portable compressor from Milwaukee. This is a Launch UK DPF cleaning gun. Deionized water, 50% mixed with Launch UK DPF cleaning fluid. Okay, so what I've done is remove the DPF pressures into the hose there. And now I'm going to connect up the hose from the particle filter cleaning gun. So with this, we just spray the DPF fluid in there. It's just connected to the compressor there. Okay, all of that fluid's in. Now we've just filled up another gun again, full with the fluid and the water, 50% mix again. Now we're going to start the van up. We'll give it some revs, get some of that fluid cleared out. And we should get a little splatter of suds all around like that. let the vehicle idle, and we can pour the second bottle in while the engine's running. Okay, we've got the hose connected back up to the pressure sensor. We're now down to 3.8 on idle, 3.6, 3.5-ish. Let's accelerate it up. .41, 42. So that's it there. Into the special functions, reset the particle filter learned values. Ignition on, yep. Sorry, I don't know why the screen does that. Sometimes it just goes a bit blurry. That's okay. Turn the ignition off. Successful. Go back out. Read the codes. We've already deleted them. Let's just see if they. Oh, got the ignition off. Back on. Might have to delete them again after the reset of the DPF. Okay, we just got the glow plug for cylinder 4, so that's going to be done at a separate time. So that's it, all done on that Transit. We'll see you on the next video.